everybody, what's going on? It's Jeremy here with Eagle Outdoors Archery. Coming at you, I'm a little behind. Been busy, had a lot of stuff going on, traveling, shoot tournaments, going to ATA, a lot of other stuff that's kind of kept me from making videos. But I am here today with the 2025 Prime Form. Carbon without compromise is what they're calling it. So you guys have already, I'm sure, seen videos out there going over this bow. Definitely different, okay? Definitely outside the box from the regular, what bow companies are putting out there. Going to do some shooting with it today, but first let's go over the specs, and then we're going to do some speed testing at 30 inches with 350, 400, 450, and 500 grain arrows, and then we're going to go ahead and throw 28-inch mods in there, and then do all the same speed testing at those arrow weights, kind of give you some variance in what this bow is going to do at different draw lengths. So right off the bat, you've got the form. It's in 34-inch axle. It's got the core cams they've been running for the last few years. Very smooth cam system, mod based with draw length adjustment in half-inch increments between 26.5 and 30 inches. It's got a 6 1/4 inch brace height and a mass weight of 4.1 pounds. I put it on the scale earlier, weighed it. I got 4.3 pounds, but that is with the rest on it. So I'm saying they're probably pretty spot on their weight. It comes in limb offering, so it changes weight with limbs. So if you want a different weight, or you want to order it in the weight that you want, if you have to change weight, you're going to order a new set of limbs. But it comes in 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 pound max draw weights. Has an IBO rating of 336 feet per second. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to shoot those 4 different arrows through the chronograph, and I'll let you know what we're getting out of it. I'm going to start with 350 grain. Like I said, this is 30 inches draw length and 70 pounds. All right, here we go. We got 350 grain arrow, 30 and 70, coming in at 321.5. So 336 is what they're claiming. Getting 321 and a half. It's coming in a little slow. We're gonna bump on up to the 400 grain. See what we get out of that. .5. And we've got 450 grain. Getting 290.7. And we got a 500 grain arrow. Our last shot here. .275.5. That was at 500 grains and 30 inch at 70 pounds. All right. I'm gonna go swap mods, go put some 28-inch mods in here, then we'll come back through and we'll shoot these and get you a speed for those. All right, I'm back, put the 28-inch mods in this bow. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot those again. Like I said, 350, 400, 450, and 500 grain. Just give you a little bit more of a real world view on the speed on this bow, because I think, like a lot of times it's been mentioned in my comments, and I appreciate that, you guys, that I'm generally testing everything at 30 inches because that's what IBO specs are, but very few of the actual population shoots a 30-inch draw, whereas the most average draw length that we see is 28 to 29-inch draw length. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test this at 28 inches and give you some speeds on that. So starting off with a 350 grain arrow, 28 inches and 70 pounds. Draw cycle is a lot different with that for sure. So I will say, like, the draw cycle at 30 actually felt better to me. That kind of dumped over a little more into the 28. Overall, this bow is very smooth though. Just how light it is, you're gonna feel a little feedback. I would not call it hand shock by any means, but you're gonna feel something. In my previous time, just shooting it in here when we first got it in, playing with it, I threw it, just a regular like 10-inch bee stinger stabilizer on there, and it took every bit of all the feel out of that bow. It's completely dead in the hand. But that shot, 28 inches, 350 grains, ended up with 303.7, 303.7. That makes absolutely no sense. We might have to go reshoot that one. I don't know what happened. But I literally got the exact same speed. That makes 0 sense. So 303.7 out of 400. Yeah, I'll reshoot that one just to make sure. I'll reshoot both those arrows, but we're gonna jump up to our 450. .274.4, bring you guys in. I don't know what was going on with that last arrow, but 274.4 makes a little more sense. 450 grains and a 500 grain arrow. .261.1. 261.1. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go grab the 350 and the 400, and I'm gonna reshoot those. All right, I went ahead and reset the Garmin chronograph. We're gonna reshoot this again, but here we go. 350 and the 400 going again. Let's see. 303.2 on that one. So like I said, we're 303 for sure on that. Let's go with the 400. I don't know what's going on. That is crazy. I got the exact same speed again. So I don't know how to even scientifically explain that, but it is shooting the exact same number from the 350 to the 400. And so on the 30-inch arrow, we lost, 15 feet per second. I don't know what's going on. I literally hit this almost the same spot on the target. It's going right over the top of the chronograph. I'm going to shoot him again. This time I'm going with the 400 first and then the 350 and see what we get.
It knows. It's got limb shift technology where it shifts it into...
Still trying to figure out why these are coming up at the same speed. So I'm going to shoot them again. But this time I'm going 400 feet per second first. And I've got my release. And we'll go, we'll see what happens. It's blowing my mind. Because like I said, at 30 inches, we got a 15 foot per second difference. And at 28 inches, they're shooting the same. So, I don't know. Let's figure it out. .290.2. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why it wasn't reading that arrow. So 290.2 makes a whole lot more sense. So not the same speed. It dropped about, 13 feet per second, which makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that 350 one more time. Yeah, that one gave me 304.5. Okay, so for whatever reason, we ended up with some weird numbers there that just it didn't make sense in my head. So luckily, we got it right this time. So 290, 291-ish out of the 400 grain arrow. But anyway, overall, I definitely think if you're on the fence about the way this bow looks, come give it a shot. Come shoot it. Come feel it. It honestly, they combine the carbon, the aluminum to make a bow that is lightweight, it's strong, and it's precise, right? So the precision parts are right all in the aluminum, just like, you know, all the bows that we've known, but you're getting the lightweight and the rigidity out of the carbon where it's needed. I think Prime definitely, you know, thinking outside the box. They're doing, you know, new things, you know, all throughout their line and history. They, you know, the parallel cam technology, the swerve in their aluminum risers, the center grip technology. Now with this, the AST, the carbon merged with the aluminum. They're always trying to push the boundaries, and I like that about Prime. But as far as just how the bow shoots, it is smooth. It's decently fast. It's definitely not as fast as they're claiming on the IBO speeds. Of course, we all know that, you know, they test that and, you know, honest, you know, whatever. I don't know how they all, you know, without a D loop and in certain conditions and, you know, all these different things and get these ratings, because all they got to do is see it one time. But real world speed, even, you know, 321 feet per second out of a 70 pound, 30 inch bow with a 350 grain arrow, it's a pretty fast bow. Definitely, you know, one of those that's on my list to check out a little farther. Maybe bring into a hunting setup this year and check it out. Right now, just, you know, kind of feel out where I'm going to be hunting wise. I know target wise where I'm at. I'm shooting Darton. They make a great bow. I have a video coming out here pretty soon on my long-term review with the Darton Sequel 35, and then I'm having a new bow. I've got a Darton Departure coming to replace that bow, so have a little bit of a review I can give you guys on that bow as well, as far as a more dedicated target bow. But going back to the Prime, like I said, don't let the looks, which have actually grown on me. I actually kind of like it. At first, when I first saw the pictures when they sent it out to us in the flyer, I was like, I don't know about this bow. It's kind of weird looking, but definitely different. And that's one thing I would put on this Prime. It's different, but it still shoots great and feels good in the hand. So come by, give us a shout, come check us out. Any comments you guys have for me, you want to see something out of either any of this bow, the Prime lineup, Darton lineup, Matthews, any of the bows that we carry, Bear, obviously, any of those bows, if you want to see something, let me know in the comments and I will try to get it done. Now that we're kind of, you know, bow season's past us, we're slowing down a little bit as far as what we got going on. I'm still traveling, shooting tournaments and stuff, so I've got that coming up. We're shooting league here at Eagle Outdoors. So if you are in our area and you want to come shoot with us, come talk to me. We'll get you thrown into a league, or we'll get you signed up. You know, we'll go to our 3D tournaments coming up in March. But anyway, like always, if you enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel to get notifications, and we'll see you next time.